Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Chatting Blues. Before we get into tonight's episode, do me a massive favour. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and leave a comment in the comment section. And firstly, I just want to apologise to all my subscribers. I haven't done no content in probably about 3 or 4 weeks now, and it's just that I've been really busy, man, in my personal life and that. Just got back from Turkey a couple of days ago, so I missed the Rotherham game. I did watch it out there. Another lacklustre performance. I'm going to share my screen with you in just a moment. Just let me get it. So, obviously, I ain't done a video for it. It seems like absolutely ages ago. So, if I'm a bit rusty, just bear with me, lads, and I'll get to your comments. Please put your comments in the comments below. And I've got a guest coming on in a bit from the Green Fever, Plymouth Argyle fan. Right then, so it ended Huddersfield 1, Blues 1, in another must-win game. I hope you can see this. Yeah, shared my screen with you. So let's have a look at the lineups, man. Obviously, for me, I couldn't get why he played Burke in the Rotherham game. That just completely baffled my head. So it was good to see Miyoshi back in. The only thing I was a little bit disappointed of in the lineup when it came out was not seeing Dembele. I'd prefer to have seen Dembele on this left where Bakuna was. Bakuna and Anderson were kind of like interchanging in this position. It was quite fluid, really. I really would have liked seeing Dembele start, driving at the defence. And look, listen, man, it was lackluster. It lacked any kind of fight, desire, everything what a Blues team is renowned for. We've been lacking pretty much the whole of this season. The only time I've seen Blues, really fight and be up for a game, be up for games was the start of the season. Since then it's just been an absolute merry-go-round in my eyes. And I'm not just going about the sacking of Eustace and bringing Rooney in. There's been loads of kind of points where we can think that went wrong. The Mark Venus thing, I think we left it way too long, leaving him in charge on his own. We should have brought someone in Nuno straight away as soon as Tony Mowbray was declared unfit. Do you know what I mean? And look, I can't believe we find ourselves in this position with one game to go. I did say we'll get to the last game of the season, but this was only about 4 weeks ago. And I just can't get my breath. We haven't won this game, especially taking the lead. We'll have a look at the match momentum first. And as you can see, we didn't dominate the game, but we had more of the ball. And as you can see up here, up until half time, you probably say Blues were the better team. Watching the game, I've just literally got in from the game. Do you know what I mean? So, getting that goal, great move by Anderson, whips it across Miyoshi, bottom corner, just before half time, the best time to score a goal. And you think, especially how Huddersfield dropped their heads last week against Swansea. There was 0-0 up until 70 minutes. Then Swansea scored 1 goal and went on to score another 3 goals in the last 20 minutes. So I just thought, we're going to go on and win this 2, maybe 3-0. And then they come out for the second half and they get that goal. And it's, Ethan Laird, I've bigged him up all season up until probably the last 5 or 6 weeks. I thought he had a shocker today. We'll get into the players, actually. Let's have a look at some stats. So, ball possession. Huddersfield having more of the ball, 54% versus our 46. They've had a biggest expected goals in us, 1.31 to our 1.03. We both had 12 shots each. Huddersfield had 3 big chances. We only had 1. The subs, Dembele come on 65 minutes, and again he looked really lively. And this is what I'm saying. I don't understand why he didn't start, especially the home game. How we played against Huddersfield when we beat them 3-1, weren't it? He played brilliant against Huddersfield, so really surprised he never started. And then the Duke brings the Duke on, takes Sunjic off, brings Mark Roberts on, takes Anderson off, and takes Miyoshi off, and brings Pritchard on. And a little bit baffled as to why he took Miyoshi and Anderson off. Don't really get it. I know we haven't got, a great, our bench isn't brilliant, but yeah, look, Ethan Laird, I thought had a shocker, man. He just kept giving the ball away. Let me know in the comments what you thought of it, any of the players. I mean, this Pike looks decent, doesn't he? If he was to survive, I'd imagine he'll stay. If we do go down, he'll be gone. Sanderson getting a 7.3, Bielik 6.5. Buchanan thought had a decent game, put some nice challenges in, picking up a 7.1. Bakuna, waste of time again. He's either Premiership standard or he's League One standard, and he's League One standard today. Do you know what I mean? Absolutely, he just didn't even try. Stansfield again, like running all over the gaff, closing players down, but we just couldn't seem to get the ball into him and make any decent kind of chances. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, right. Okay, let's have a look at some. Let's have a look at some of the results quickly before we look at the table. Blackburn 0, Coventry 0. No, I think they both had a man sent off. Let's quickly have a look at this. They had a man sent off, and it was all Blackburn. Coventry, as you can see, Blackburn are on the top. The match momentum, all Blackburn. Blackburn had 30 shots against Coventry. Crafting out 2 big chances. So you'd say Blackburn really unlucky just to come away with a point there. Who else is that? Millwall 1, Plymouth 0. Let's have a look at the match momentum there. It looks mainly Millwall, getting a goal late on. I know, how important could this goal for a Millwall be? Come 5 o'clock next Saturday. Do you know what I mean? That could be a massive goal for us. They had 11 shots to Plymouth's 9, 1 big chance. And we will speak to Craig from the Green Fever, who's a Plymouth Argyle fan. I'll bring him on in a minute just to see where their heads at and how they're feeling. Do you know what I mean? So look at some of the results. What kind of we could have done with Norwich winning this, couldn't we? I know they was 1-0 up. Then Swansea equalised. It was 2-1 at half time. Swansea, and then Swansea get the equaliser. Because we want Norwich going into the next week's game with nothing to play for. Do you know what I mean? But I think they're going to have something to play for. We'll look at the league table in a second because Hull play at 8 o'clock, and I think that's got some bearing on that. Sheffield Wednesday. Do you know? I said to my pal. My pal actually went to the game. I watched it in a boozer. I did in Birmingham, but I said to my pal, I said Sheffield Wednesday will definitely win today. I said we 100% need a win, which is obvious, like. But I had no doubts about Sheffield Wednesday winning today for some reason, and absolutely, obviously match momentum there looks a bit like Albion. 22 shots, maybe they got a little bit lucky. 22 shots Albion had, but only creating 1 big chance. Sheffield Wednesday 13 shots, but creating 3 big chances. So they're creating the big chances where it matters. I suppose them 3 big chances was the 3 goals, and they've been in the bottom 3 all season, and the time you want to come out of it in the last 3 or 4 games, and they've done it. And Stoke, which was kind of a long shot of getting them dragged back in, but I didn't expect them to go there. This is what I'm saying about levels, like about teams what are down the bottom with us, but are pulling out performances like that. Stoke away at Southampton, Sheffield Wednesday beating West Brom at home. It's just madness, man. Absolutely crazy. Right, let's have a look at the table. I'll have a quick look, see if there's any chats first. One sec. Comments, yeah. Sorry, lads, yeah. Right. We'll go through some comments before we look at the league table. Bernard, we always survive, so what's your problem? Win and Plymouth draw, or Sheffield Wednesday or Blackburn lose and we survive. I get what you're saying, Bernard, but it's like it's how have we found ourselves in this position where we're relying on other teams on the last game of the season? Plus, we've got to beat Norwich, who are fifth in the league at the moment. Mark Rich said Roddy did okay. Yeah, he did. He didn't really have that much to do, did he, mate? He made a couple of decent saves. Blues, Sunderland, Plymouth will go down, in my opinion. Well, it's looking like it's going to be a straight shootout. Blues, Sunderland, do you know what I mean? Between us and Plymouth at the moment. Mark, my personal opinion, Ruddy did okay. Bielik, Buchanan, Miyoshi and Stansfield battled. Laird and Pate were off the pace today. Totally agree with that. Bakuna frustrates me, Tom. Oh, mate. Individually, they play their part, but they're not a team. Yeah, 100%. Like, it goes back to that thing about having no leaders and stuff like that. And, and our leader, our captain, is on a drink drive charge. It's fucking shocking, man. Ray Howard sleepwalking into League One. Yeah, it looks like it, mate. And I've been saying that for about 5 or 6 weeks. Do you know what I mean? Agreed. Lacked fight and passion again. It's mad, isn't it? Like, bottom of the league, our last 2 games, after beating Coventry, walked over Coventry 3-0. Then we have Rotherham away and Huddersfield away, second from bottom and bottom of the league, and returning 2 performances like that when we need the wins. It's mad. Gary Johnson, Huddersfield had 3 corners on the trot and their goalie stayed in their penalty area for all 3. Yeah. Blues still didn't even trouble them. That's a disgrace in itself. Our squad are nothing but wimps. Yeah, totally agree, mate. They've got no backbone. They're fucking jellyfish, mate. They've got no fight in them at all. None of these players except Stansfield is good enough. Yeah, agree with that as well, mate. He's shocking, mate. He's been really bad the last, 6, 7, 8, 9 weeks. Laird. I don't know what's happened to him, mate, because he was quality at the start of the season. Norwich always beat us. They do, mate, yeah. Home and away, they always beat us. They're one of them teams. Blah, blah. Yes, we haven't beaten Norwich for years, but they're still out. Yeah, it's never over until the fat lady sings, is it? Do you know what I mean? So there's always going to be hope. It's just... Do you know the game what done my head in? Like, that Cardiff one. I was on a podcast... Jay's podcast on the Boy in Blue the day after the Cardiff game. Remember the Cardiff one at home? And we lost that, and it was just an absolute terrible performance, man. And it was our game in hand as well. That game really stands out for me as kind of just throwing the towel in. NS Rowling says he's been following Blues for 54 years, and I've seen some shite. But this bunch that represents the club are the weakest, sick cowards I've seen. If relegated, this is on everyone down there. Yeah, I totally agree, mate. We've been in these kind of positions over the last 10 years, probably 6 or 7 times. Do you know what I mean? We've always got out of it. But like I say, we've always had players what have got fight. They haven't been the most technical we haven't. Listen, they're just battlers. Do you know what I mean? Blues have always been known for that and just getting us over the line. This bunch just don't look arse, mate. Do you know what I mean? And again, like, it goes back to the recruitment. I think maybe I'm using a bit of hindsight here, but in hindsight, the recruitment's been shocking. Royston says the better goal difference of Plymouth compared to Birmingham is like an extra point to them, to be honest. Yeah, we'll have a look at the league table in a bit, Royston. Blah, blah, Pike is too soft for me. Yeah, I was thinking that as well, mate. It's his first season in the Championship. He's in a relegation battle. I mean, he's decent technically and he can pick a player up. But I would have probably put JJ in it instead of Pike because he knows what it means to the club and he knows a little bit about Blues. Does JJ? Like with this Pike, it's new territory, mate. Ray Pike does nothing except give the ball away. We go down. JJ will be sold to balance the books. Yeah, I think so, mate. I think a lot of them will be gone. And the thing is, you wonder if, a few of these like Miyoshi, Pike, James, whether that they've already been having these conversations with their agents, and they've already got moves planned if we go down. So they're not arsing the turning in performances like that. Do you know what I mean? I agree. JJ is better. Ennis Rawlins, if relegated, this is on Gary Cook, recruitment team, players. Knighthead should have some real decisions about these shambles. Yeah, mate, and. Look, my subscribers know how I feel about Gary Cook. Do you know what I mean? I've just tried not to keep bringing it up because I like to move on and kind of I don't but yeah, Gary Cook, massive. I'd be fuming if I was Wagner now. I'd just be fuming, mate. Recruitment team's been like I just mentioned, the recruitment's been shocking. I bet Knighthead are fuming, mate. Toby says it's us, Blackburn or Plymouth. Can't see Norwich beating Wednesday now, no mate. But then we won't beat Norwich, will we? For fuck's sake, can't see. Jordan, what a joke of a match, lad. Yeah, absolutely shocking, mate. No urgency or anything. Do you know what I mean? It was like we was on the beach. Do you know what I mean? Ipswich beat Hull. Norwich don't need to beat us and might rest players for the playoffs. One hope. Yeah, that's what we're hoping for, aren't we? That they're kind of safe and they can rest players and we can go there and get 3 points. Do you know what I mean? Or at home we'll get 3 points. That's our. If Norwich have got something to play for, it just makes it extra harder, doesn't it? But we shouldn't have to rely on Norwich benching players. I know, yeah. Steve James. James should be a regular goal scorer, international, good player. Blue Summerlin, if relegated, we were lucky to get 6k for home games. You know what? I was just thinking that earlier on. Imagine Tuesday night at home to fucking Mansfield or away to Crawley. These are the games what we got. What potentially we'll have coming up. Do you know what I mean? People say, "Oh, it won't be the end of the world going down to League One." Well, it won't be the end of the world because we've got good owners and we will get back up. But will we get back up first season? You know what I mean? Or will it take a couple of seasons like it has Derby? Do you know what I mean? And being involved with this Papa John Trophy, playing Newcastle's under-21s on a Tuesday night, playing Stevenage, mate, Emza, we could all see this coming for a while, for a while now. If we stay up, it will be a miracle. I'm looking forward to next week now. I don't know whether I'm even looking forward to it, mate. Be glad when this season's over. I'm me, mate. What can we do? What can you do to stay up? Win games, man. Win games. Knighthead must cancel end of season player awards night. Yeah, it's a day after, isn't it? It's a day after the Norwich game. Oh, can you imagine that? I was having this conversation a couple of months ago with someone, and they said the same. Do you reckon they'll cancel the player awards if we go down? And I said, I don't know. I don't think they will. I think it's kind of like set in stone that it has to go ahead because I'm sure tickets have been sold for it. But can you imagine that? We want Hull to get at least a point tonight. So, a point, yeah. So they just have to beat Plymouth last game. We need Hull to win next week. Yeah, obviously, yeah. Yeah, definitely M's a man. I think a point will be best tonight as well. Give me 1 second and we're going to have a look at the table. Right, table. Okay. Oh, everyone can see this. Yeah, I hope everyone sees this. Okay, then. So Rotherham are gone. Okay. Huddersfield have gone. The goal difference, even if they won, it'd take them to 48 points, and the goal difference kind of wipes that out. So now it's a straight shoot off. So we've got Blues sitting in 22nd in the last relegation spot on 47 points with a minus 16 goal difference. And then, I mean, like I'm saying, right, Sheffield Wednesday and Blackburn, but it's not over until it's over, is it? Especially Blackburn with a no, Sheffield Wednesday -2. I can see Sheffield Wednesday beating Sunderland though. If anything, I can see Blackburn. But if we was to win, we've both got -60. If we was to win and Blackburn were to lose, we would go ahead of them. So, and Plymouth obviously on 21st, on 1 point ahead of us, and they've got 4 goal difference better than us. So you kind of class that as a point, don't you? Unless we went, I mean, we're not going to beat. Unless Plymouth Argyle got smashed 4-0, yeah, and we drew, then we'd be ahead. We'd be level. If they lost 5-0, we'd be out the relegation zone, basically. So it's not looking good, guys, man. It's not looking good. Let's have a look at quickly how Plymouth have been playing, not Plymouth, sorry. Norwich have been playing away from home. So this is the away league now, yeah. So they're not that good away. I mean, I know there are bogey team, but look where they are in the league on away form. The 19th. They've played 22. They've only won 6 games away from home. They've drew 6, lost 10. I didn't even know that there was that bad for a away form. I swear to God, I didn't know there was that bad. That gives me a little bit of hope. I mean, they're unbeaten in 5. The home record must be brilliant there. Oh, the 4th for a home record. Played 23, won 15, drew 4, lost 4. Plymouth then. So Plymouth are at home too. I'll tell you what we do. 1 second. I'm gonna bring Craig on, man. Let me just get rid of this finger. Let me get rid of this 1 second. Sorry, yeah. I'm going to bring Craig on from the Green Fever. So he's a YouTube content creator. I've done a few videos with him over the course of the season. And so give him a follow, Green Fever. Get your comments in. If any questions you want to ask him or anything else you want to say in terms of the Blues and stuff like that, get the questions in. We'll go back to him. So I'm going to bring Craig on now. And 1 second. You all right, Craig?
Hello, mate. How are you? You all good?
Yeah. I'm not too bad, mate. I'm not too bad. A little bit tired, man. Like I said, not long got back from Turkey the other day, and it took a lot out of me. Yeah. But
Yeah, fair enough.
How you feeling? So you lost 1-0 today, Millwall.
Yeah, very disappointed. Looks like only 2 players really stood out: Joe Edwards and Adam Randall. Apart from that, the players that are tired, fatigued. You went there with a negative game plan. Our director of football is a PE teacher. With the substitutions, it was too late. They made all the subs when we were 1-0 down. Luckily for us, our goal difference goes in our favour. Hope and Hull win tonight, so they've got something to play for. So luckily we're a point ahead of you. We've got a better goal difference. Hopefully Hull will win tonight, so they have something to play for, and Norwich will have something to play for. Apart from that, I can't really say much more. I think that pretty much sums it up in a nutshell, really.
And how's your fan base feeling? Like,
Our fan base are in meltdown.
They're in a meltdown.
Yeah, the fan base are in meltdown.
Yeah,
which I can understand.
Yeah.
You can't really blame Foster for this. You can blame there's a variety of things. Schumacher leaving, the board appointing the bold fraud known as Foster. The recruitment was shocking in January. It wasn't data driven. It was just Foster's mates, whether they could get in. Simon Hallett's got to take massive criticism for not sacking Foster. Andrew Parkinson's got to take a lot of criticism, and so does Neil Jewsnip. Apart from that, I think we've been similar to you guys, really. We've had 3 managers, 3 interim people. It's just been a shocking season all around, really.
Yeah. And
they had the option to get Warnock. They didn't.
Yeah. So since that Tuesday, you got rid of Foster, didn't you? How long ago was that, Craig?
Yeah. Uh,
How many
I think
games
we
ago?
got rid of him just before the Rotherham game.
How many games ago was that? I'm just trying to work out how many games your manager's been in
Uh,
charge.
it was before the Rotherham game, so it would have been Rotherham, QPR, Leicester, Hull. No, sorry, Millwall. Getting confused now. It would have been, excuse me, Rotherham, QPR, Leicester, Stoke,
Mm,
Millwall. So they've been in charge for 5 games.
okay. And like, how's it? Judging on them 5 games, are you confident going into your last game of the season? You're at home against Hull. 3 points will secure safety. How are you feeling? Because I know you get to the games at home, don't you, mate? So,
Yeah,
do you think you can go there and get 3 points, or
it's dividing what Argyle turn up. Are they going to turn up and play like that today and against Stoke, or are they
mm,
going to put a performance in? Um, I think our fans will be crucial in that game. We are that 12th man, and if we can get home park bouncing, it'll give those players that extra yard, that extra bit of that we did against Leicester.
yeah,
But I honestly can't tell you. Honestly, we can have a chat about it next week when it's all done and
yeah,
dusted. I
yeah,
can't really
yeah,
give you more than that at the moment, mate. I think for us, we are a point ahead, and the better goal difference is in our favour. But you guys have been in this relegation battle before, um, and eventually, I think there's an old saying that if you go about it several times, you can end up getting swallowed up into the drop zone. You can end up going down. So I don't want
yeah,
Birmingham to go down. I like your football club. Obviously, I'm good friends with you. So I don't want you guys to go down, but at the same time, I've got to be selfish and put my football club first. And if if you go down and we stay up, I've got to be, it's one of those, isn't it?
yeah. It's mad, isn't it, Craig? Because I remember doing a podcast with you
Yeah.
before Christmas, and I
Mm.
said to you, I think we was around about the same. I think it was about 14th, 15th, weren't we? I said, trust me, Blues won't go down, and you won't go down, and it's looking like now, bar a complete catastrophe from Blackburn and us both winning. That's the only way that can happen, can't it? Us two surviving. There's
Yeah.
only Blackburn now that can take our place, isn't there? Am I right?
I wouldn't rule out Sheffield Wednesday. They're still in it.
I know.
I
Yeah,
wouldn't rule them out.
I've just got a feeling that they're going to beat Sunderland as well. Like Sunderland are shocking at the moment. Let me have a quick look at Sunderland's recent results. I swear they're shocking. I can't. It's at Sunderland as well. Look, what lost 1-0 today at Watford. Lost 1-0 at home to
Mm.
Millwall. 0-0 against Leeds. 0-0 again. Lost 5-1 at home to Blackburn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, I can't cancel Sheffield Wednesday out of it, but I just think they're on a crest of a wave now. I think they might just get out of this. But you never know. I suppose you can't count them out. Yeah, Argyle. I think it's just between us two, mate. I really do. I can't believe we're in this mess, man. I can't believe it. Let me have a look at some comments, man. See if there's any more comments. You're all right to hang on for a bit, Craig?
Yeah. Yeah. You're good, mate. You carry on.
Okay, I'd be glad when the season's over. I was there, yeah. Sean, what can we do to stay up? We've had that one. I might cancel Enders. Yeah, have we done these? Okay, Emza. We want to play Hull to get at least a point tonight. So they have. Yeah, we've done that. Sorry, guys. Yeah. Oh no, this was it. Do you think it's Rooney's fault, mate? If you'd have asked me, oh, no. Do you know what? Like, everyone knows my views on Rooney, and we shouldn't have sacked Eustace and stuff. But they've had enough time. These players have had enough time now to turn it around. So I'm not blaming it on Rooney. I think this is all on the players for me. It's on the players, man. Do you know what I mean? Especially some of these games, like I mentioned, that Cardiff at home game, mate, was just shocking. Like it was, you know. And if we would have won that, we wouldn't be in the bottom three. And Cardiff never offered nothing. Anyone was at that game will back me up on that. It was a shocker, you know. And then you've got our recent two games, Rotherham and Huddersfield. So no, I can't, you know. And Rooney came out and said, you know, the players weren't good enough. I think we all knew that. I think we all knew they weren't a great bunch. But I definitely didn't think we'd be fighting for relegation. Definitely not. We have only got ourselves to blame, 100%. Keith, Craig, not fit to wear the shirt. Simple as that. I absolutely hate those players. Stay up or go down. They have to go now. Yeah, mate. I think the majority of them will be gone anyway. I mean, we're going to need a whole new. I'm talking a whole new squad, like 20, like probably about 20 players. We're going to have to get in. And the thing is, probably our recruitment team's been doing scouting for the championship, not thinking we're going to get into this. We weren't going to get into this mess. So all of our targets for next season would be championship players. And now, I bet they're like, Jesus, now we've got to start looking around for players what are prepared to play in League One. Shambles, man. And this is why I say I don't get people say going down to League One will do us the world of good. It won't, man. Trust me. Bielik played well and Dion put a shift in. Laird has gone to pieces. Yeah, I totally agree, mate. I thought Sanderson played all right. You know, I can't get my breath in when I drink driving. That's just shocking, man. But I thought he played all right. Yeah, Bielik played all right as well. Laird. Keith Hyde, we will not go down. I wish I had your confidence, Keith, man. How you can say that we will not go down. I just don't know. You know, like I'd probably put it at we've got. I wouldn't mind seeing what the bookies are saying. Actually, I'd probably say we got about 17% of staying up. I'd put it down to now. NS Rawlings, I've seen us twice go down to the third tier. Same here, mate. For going to the third tier's grounds is so shite. Some of the group don't realise what they will be at the moment. Lincoln, Stevenage, Wickham, Exeter, Burton and Cambridge. This is what I'm saying, NS Rawlings, man. People just think it's a laugh. Trust me, this will not be fun. We'll be getting... Someone's already mentioned it in the comments. Do you know what I mean? About getting, our attendances next season. Imagine seeing 8,500 down that ground. Mate, a little shocking, man. Okay. Did you go to the game? No, I didn't, mate. I watched it in a boozer in Birmingham. I couldn't get a ticket because I was away. I didn't have a chance to get my ticket. The lads who normally go away games with have gone. In hindsight, I'm kind of glad I never went now because I'd be stuck on the motorway. Yeah, you're right, Jay. Good to see you, son. I was just talking about you. Actually, we're going to do something, aren't we? Monday or Tuesday, we do a phone in. We done one of I don't know, a couple of weeks ago, really good. And the older members remember Tom Ross. Tom Ross used to do a phone in. It's really similar to that. So, you get to speak to both of us, and it's really good interaction. Really enjoyed it when I went on a couple of weeks ago. So me and Jay will be doing that. That's on the Boy in Blue podcast. Jump over to his channel and give him a follow as well as Craig on the Green Fever. Both do really good content. Sean, you should go to the training games. I should go to the training games. I'm getting section next weekend, I reckon. It's shocking, isn't it, mate? I was so fucking depressed, man. Because all you want to do is give 100% and a bit of urgency, don't you? I don't know, man.
We didn't have any of that today, that's for sure.
Jay, come on, son. Yeah. You blame Rooney. He said the players were not good enough. Yeah, that is why we have had 5 managers this season. Yeah. Yeah, it's been a culmination of things in it, John. Rooney was right. Yeah, the players are not good enough. I'm sure if you ask Eustace at the start of the season, that's why he left because they asked Eustace to play a certain brand of football, pretty much how Rooney was trying to play, and Eustace said, I can't do it with this set of players. That's why they got rid of him. So Eustace was right as well. Do you know what I mean? It's just Rooney got the sack, and he decided to call it out. It's only calling a spade, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? The players are short, yeah, mate, 100%, yeah. John Hodges, we've still got a chance of staying up. Just get behind them for one more game. Oh, well, mate, I'll be down there. I've got a season ticket. I'll be down there getting behind them. This is just an instant match reaction, John. It's nothing it's not me being negative and coming on and having a rant kind of thing. It's just
as it is.
Yeah, I'm just saying as it is, mate. I will be there Saturday. I'll be cheering them on and hoping we get out of it. But this is a couple of hours after the final whistle has gone. We've drew 1-1 with Huddersfield. We sit in the bottom 3. And it's not looking good, man. Our Blues will win next week for me. It's all on the Plymouth game. Yeah. We need Hull to do us a favour as much as a lot. I do like
we need Norwich to do us a favour.
Yeah, we need Norwich as well. Yeah, I would be worried going into League One with this team. They look as though they don't want to win games of football. Yeah, Craig, I think you're right, mate. And I think a lot of them have already probably been speaking. I mentioned this earlier, so if you didn't hear it, they've probably already been speaking to their agents and forcing moves out or lining moves up already. If Blues were to go down, and so I think definitely that Pike Song Ho, Miyoshi, Stansfield will obviously go back. Or Ethan Laird won't be there. Buchanan, I'm not 100% sure of. I'm sure someone snatched Buchanan up. Even Sanderson. Richie out. You're right, Rich. Been seeing you for a while, man. Really angry about another poor lacklustre performance, mate. Let us fantastic fans down again. One thing is for sure, those players Saturday won't have anywhere to hide in front of a full house. Yeah, mate. And there's a thing now. I think in our last 5 sellouts at home, we've won all 5, haven't we? Well, it might even be 6 actually. So that's something to kind of, a little bit of hope I suppose, yeah. Because we beat Preston and Coventry our last 2 home games, weren't they? And those both sellouts, weren't they? Yeah, both sellouts. Our last home games, weren't they? So, yeah, totally agree with you, Rich, man. Lackluster, mate. Lackluster. Shocking. We lose 15 players end of the season, so the players will be changed. Either way, next season will be interesting. I really hope they can move forward. Yeah, whatever. Even if we stayed up, we lose them 15 players, don't we, Emza? But it's rebuilding. Do you want to rebuild in the Championship, or do you want to rebuild in League One? Like I just mentioned, all our recruitment this season, all our scouting will be done for Championship players, mate. So it's just, I don't know, man. Richie L says it all. Every single loan player we have at the club, bar Jay Stansfield, nowhere near the squad. It says it all. Not fit for purpose, yeah, mate. Like I said, I don't know how the hell Oliver Burke started on Saturday against Rotherham. I was shocked, mate, when I seen his name on that team sheet. I couldn't believe it. Do you know what I mean? I couldn't get my breath, mate. John saying all 3 teams won't win, but we can win. Yeah, that's all we can do, mate, because we've got to win. We've just got to do our business. But yeah, we've got to. I don't want to keep being negative. What worries me is We should have won them last two. We keep saying this every game. Like, we've got to win this game. Like, as long as we win this game, and we're not doing it, and they don't look like doing it. And there's no urgency. There's no fight. It's gutless. They've got no backbone, mate. It's not like Blues teams of previous seasons when we've been in these situations. That's my worry. Jordan James, he must be acting like a petulant child behind the scenes as he can't get on the pitch. Rarick clearly can't trust him as he knows him. But yeah, I'm quite surprised that I didn't see him today. Come on, mate. To be honest, I really am. Whether we start Mark Ritz, whether Stoke will go down, I'll be at the home matches supporting Blues. It will not get the same team, so the football should be far better. Will it be League One football, won't it? So, I mean, obviously we're going to be up the top. I mean, with Derby and Portsmouth getting promoted, I'd imagine we'll be favourites to come straight back up. But I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I'm not looking forward to it, man. If I'll go down, I'll get a season ticket like I always do. The players don't give a fuck, mate. 100% Rich, they don't. Be not get yet. No fights. Shit, if we go down, but the future is still bright with our owners. Yeah. Like, I've never denied it. Like, but the stuff with the owners, what's going on behind the scenes and all that is brilliant. I mentioned it on Jay's podcast there, Boy in Blue. Look, we're in great hands. The future's bright, and it wouldn't surprise me in another 6-7 years we're in the Premier League with a brand new ground. 6, 7, 8 years, whatever, with a brand new spanking ground. I'm just going on about now, and I don't want them plans getting put back. Do you know what I mean? But it's looking like that it's going to get put back another couple of years now due to the inept players we've got in this squad. Sorry, the only positive going down is winning a game. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. And the Papa John's trophy, man. Jesus. Richie out. Our fans deserve more. What a fantastic away support yet again. Hard-earning money wasted as though tossers don't give a shit. Yeah, mate, we've had, our away support has been fantastic all season. I've been to a few myself, not as many as I normally go to. And, big up to everyone here what was there today. Sold out, near enough all complete behind the goal, weren't it? I think it's about 3,800. Great support, as always, like it was against Rotherham. And Blues Summerlin says, does Craig think Plymouth will keep many players if relegated? Craig, I think that might be directed at you.
I can name the players that will go. Callum Burton is gone. Connor Hazard would go. Cooper would go. That's 3. Galloway would go. Is 4. Plegasweller would go. Would be 5. Gibson would go with 6. Miller 7. Bally 8. Sousa 9. Phillips 20. Roster 21, 22. 20. I'd say about 25 players will go next season, mate. That's including Whittaker, Hardy. Yeah. I think a lot of players will go.
Yeah. I mean, that Whittaker you'll get a few quid for, wouldn't you? What a player he is.
He's not stepped up in the last couple of games when we need him the most.
No, but I think you'll still pick. I mean, you could have got 15, 20 million for him in the winter transfer, couldn't you? Do you know what I mean? Absolutely quite.
Yeah,
I love that.
He's just
a really good player.
It just was a bit bizarre. We turned down £13 million from Lazio in January for him.
That's it. Yeah. You got Ryan Hard, didn't you, as well?
Yeah, he ain't staying next season.
Yeah, be gone. Richie out. When we conceded, did you notice not one player looked angry? Yeah, I've noticed it for a while, Rich, man. Like, we concede and there's just the heads drop. The heads drop, man. There's no leader on the pitch. And, it's like a bunch of immature kids on the field. There's just not a leader between them. Getting so pissed tonight. Yeah, don't blame me, Rich, man. Makes me feel angry how they are not fighting for the club and the fans. Yeah, and that's my gripe with it. Like, just fight for the fans, man. You know, all that to do was for the Rotherham and the Huddersfield game. Just give 100% like they did against Coventry, and we would be safe now. Do you know what I mean? We'd have another 4 points on the board. We'd be safe. Do you know what I mean? And now it's out of our hands. Just left Craig sat there bored out of his head listening to us like man. He's all right, man. I've been on many of his podcasts sitting there as well. I just wanted to get him on just to see where kind of how Plymouth fans are feeling, really. Do you know what I mean?
Mate, they're in the fan base is in meltdown.
So are they pretty much thinking like
how you guys are thinking, really?
Are they? Yeah. So I suppose you would be. Mate. Bert needs to stick to the ridiculous Tom. Yeah. What team are you talking about? Sorry for ranting, lads. Just got it. No, it's saying, Rich, look, man, we can't just come on here and be, 100% positive and look to the future and this, that, and the other when we're turning in performances like that and the position we've found ourselves in after how we started, man. It's just a rant, lads, and there's nothing really to. I don't know, man. Yeah, he was going about Plymouth, mate. I'm talking about Blues. Why are you talking about Plymouth? I don't know. Why I'm talking about Plymouth, Robert, because I've been on Craig's podcast before. I don't know whether that's directed at me. And I wanted to see, like I've just mentioned, I wanted to gauge where they're at because it looks like it's going to be a straight shootout between us and Plymouth. That's why he's on the podcast, mate. With the exception of Duke and Stansfield, this group are spineless cowards, 100%. Absolute jellyfish, mate. Absolute jellyfish. And, there's not much else to say, lads. We've just got to hope and pray that Hull beat Plymouth. I'm sorry to say it, Craig, man. I've always kind of said, like, I don't want Plymouth
I hope Norwich beat Birmingham.
Yeah. It's mad it's come to this. But thanks ever so much for joining me, Craig. Thanks for everyone that's left a comment. If you're watching it on replay, leave a comment as well. And do me a massive favour, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. And also, I will be on the Boy in Blue podcast on Monday or Tuesday night. We'll be doing a phone-in. It's a really good episode, that. So please try and join us for that, and we can have proper conversations over the phone and stuff. So we live to fight another day. One more game left, and the season's over. Let's just hope. Let's pray. Let's keep our fingers crossed, our toes crossed that things go our way. We put in a good performance, we win, and results go our way. Because that's all that can happen. Do you know what I mean? And we stay in the Championship. Because for me, it'd be devastating. It'd be devastating. I know the long-term future looks great, but I don't fancy League One. Thanks ever so much for all tuning in. Thanks, Craig, for being on. And I'll catch you on Monday or Tuesday. Thanks, guys. Keep right on.